The Carretera Austral is one of the most beautiful road trips through Patagonia. It stretches more than 1,200 kilometers through fjords, forests, rivers, and remote mountain valleys, connecting some of the most isolated communities in southern Chile. This is episode 2 of the journey. In the first episode, I traveled the northern half of the route, moving from Puerto Montt to Cerro Castillo through volcanic landscapes, ancient rainforest, bright blue rivers, and one of the most striking viewpoints in Patagonia. Those first days revealed the rhythm of the Carretera Austral, a road that draws you deeper into the wilderness with every kilometer. From Cerro Castillo, the journey continues south to Puerto Tranquilo, a small village beside the vast waters of Lago General Carrera. It is the starting point for one of the most remarkable experiences on the Carretera Austral, a visit to the Mármol caves. Carved over thousands of years by the waves of the lake, these formations glow in shades of grey, blue, and turquoise. I joined the most extensive boat tour, beginning with the quieter caves near Puerto Sánchez, where smooth walls and shifting colors echoed softly across the water. Later, we reached the famous formations near Puerto Tranquilo, including the Catedral de Mármol. On one of the cliffs, an Andean condor was nesting, a rare sight that made the moment even more special. On the way back, the waves rose and the spray soaked everyone on board, turning the tour into a lively and unforgettable adventure. The next day, I traveled into Parque Nacional Laguna San Rafael for a guided hike on Glaciar Exploradores. The first viewpoint revealed the scale of the glacier, stretching far into the distance. From there, the terrain became more rugged until it was time to attach crampons and step onto the ice. We explored crevices, crossed blue ridges, and entered several ice caves, places that exist only briefly before the glacier shifts again. Walking beneath the ice, surrounded by blue light, was one of the most surreal experiences of the entire journey. After leaving Puerto Tranquilo, I continued to Cochrane, a quiet town surrounded by hills. I spent time walking through the town itself, enjoying the slower rhythm before traveling further south. The next destination was Caleta Tortel, a village built almost entirely on wooden walkways above the water. First, I explored the village itself, following long wooden paths past houses, small squares and the library. The walkways give the village a unique character, shaped by wood, water and isolation. Second, I followed the path towards the small airstrip along the Rio Baker, where the view opens towards the mountains of Parque Nacional Laguna San Rafael. Third, I hiked to Mirador del Cerro, a viewpoint overlooking the village and the fjord. A quiet place to pause before continuing south. The final stage of the Carretera Austral leads to Villa O'Higgins, the southernmost point of the road. The journey includes a quiet ferry crossing, where the road pauses for a moment before continuing deeper into Patagonia. Villa O'Higgins itself is simple, but the surrounding landscape offers beautiful hikes. I walked part of the Alta Vista Trail, reaching viewpoints with panoramas of lakes, mountains and glaciers. After returning to the road, I continued south on foot to reach the true end of the Carretera Austral at Puerto Bahamondes, 7 kilometers beyond the village. Standing there, where the road finally stops, felt like completing a long and meaningful journey. Looking back at both episodes, the Carretera Austral feels like a road that reveals Patagonia step by step. From fjords and volcanic valleys to marble caves, glaciers, wooden walkways and the quiet frontier at the end of the map. Every kilometer carries a sense of discovery. Every crossing reveals something new. And reaching the true end of the road made me realize how deeply this journey had settled in me. Completing the Carretera Austral was one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. A journey that will stay with me long after the last kilometer. Thank you for traveling with me along the Carretera Austral. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me again for more journeys around the world.